Good morning, everyone. Oh, the sun is poking through the clouds today. Just thought I'd bring you along because I think there's something in the mailbox for me. And that's always exciting. So let's head out to the mailbox and see what we've got. Oh ho ho! Look at this! There's something in here! Woohoo! Can't wait to see what that is. And look at this! There's something else, and there's a big clue as to what it might be. So let's take that here. Shut our mailbox. And see what it could be. So I'm going to do this right out here and take a look. Because it's not real cold out today. Look! Somebody sent me a holder for my phone so I can do videos. Look at that, right up near my voice box. Oh, I'm not sure that's going to work for me. You know how loud I am already. So I'm going to try it out though. It certainly is an option. Point of view. I'll have to see if there's a way to adjust it for angling down. We shall see. I'll try that out. And look! There's a ton of cards! Oh! This is awesome! And there's something else. Now what could this be? That's amazing. It looks like a creature. So look, I'll just set it up there. That's just how it looks. Looks like it should go that way, right? Maybe it goes with what's in the tube. So let's take a look at this and see what that is. Look! Awesome! This is for a tabletop. Look, we'll put it right on this little stand here. Hold it. I gotta do this. And it just slips over those two top things. Oops. There's just enough wind that it's taking it. Aha, there we go. So that is awesome. Because that can go right on the table. When you're going to a meetup, you sit that on your table. Now, you know what else? I have to admit, I did open this already. I just wanted you to be as excited as I am when I get something from Flat Earth 101. So, I had this all rolled up, and it's on like a plastic kind of a, stock. Here, it's like a plastic. So, you roll it up, and I stuck this in my bag. I have a really big bag. I have everything in there. As a matter of fact, I have my purse within the bag. So if I go someplace nicer that I don't want to take my bag of tricks. So I had this all rolled up and I took it in with me to the restaurant when we went out for breakfast. And I had this sitting on the table next to me. And then I saw some guy looking at it. And I thought, okay. So as soon as he was done his breakfast, I took it over to him and I laid it down. I'm there. Are you guys interested in science? And I showed him this. Now look at this. This is awesome. This has everything on the banners. And when they see this information, and I picked this information because I thought it was the most important. We have the Flat Earth map. And we have the Chicago picture, and we have Antarctica. We have the reality of the reflection, and the physics of water, the curvature formula. We have the seasons. How do they work? We have NASA Lives right there. And we have Michelson-Morley experiments that are censored in the schools. And we have the reality of star trails against the lies they teach us in the schools, infinite space fantasy. So when you lay this down to somebody, they're going to say, wow, what is that? And it's going to be enough that they're going to look into it. Now, I'm going to tell you about my morning. My morning was very exciting. I went down to get new tires on my mom's car. And while I was there, I took in my 2 by 5 foot banner. I took it in with me. And I said, well, I don't know if I'm going to have the courage to just set it up there in a corner. I thought that would have been a bit much. But I did sit next to these people, and I had my little dog with me, and they were saying, oh, what a cute dog, and you know, you strike up a conversation. So then they were telling me about their dogs, and I said, finally, I said, you guys think you have an open mind? Because I got something in here you might be interested in. And I told them, I unrolled the banner, and I just showed them like one section at a time. And they were like, wow. And I said, here's the card. You can look this up at home yourself. And they took the card. And she even, you know, spoke to me a few sentences before she left. So it wasn't like they were thinking I was crazy or anything. I think this is really catching on. I think people are starting to look at this, and they're hearing more about it all the time. So, yeah, I think we need to all get out there and order some things from Flat Earth 101. Now, I went out because I wanted to get some more of these made up. More of the, it's 9 by 15. So I went to 2 places. They're going to send me some quotes on getting these made up so I can give them out. It might be too expensive to do that, but I can get them made up on card stock for really cheap, like just a couple bucks. So I might do that. Although when you bend it and fold it, then it's going to have a crease. But these other mediums are not, they don't crease. The one does, but then the banner material does not really crease. So you could roll it up, you know, stuff it in your bag and pull it out, and it won't look horrible. So that's what I'm saying is, so then when I went to the one place, I said, oh, you know, after we were talking about prices and whatnot, I said, oh, did you ever hear of this? He says, well, actually, I have a lot of friends who are onto this. I'm there, oh, well, then maybe you better look onto it too. And I said, here's my email that he's going to send me quotes. And I said, you know what? Pass my email out to your friends. Have them contact me. I have Flat Earth PA on Facebook, and I post when we're going to have meetups and events that they can come out. And so I think that was an excellent contact. The other one, I went to another place to get another quote, and they had a picture, a long distance picture of a sunset, and the banner material was laying there on the table. I pulled it over to the counter, and there was a straight edge, and I said, this is really interesting, look at this. And I took the straight edge and put it on the banner material with the picture of the sunset, and it was flat as a pancake. And they were like, oh, wow. So yeah, so just take anything that you see right there, anything that's available, and just do it. The other guy at the tire store, I just remembered, after I told him, so actually there was 3 people at the tire store that I talked to, and they have a booming business, so there's a lot of people in and out of there. But the one guy sat near me, and I told him, hey, you know, when I got to the NASA pictures, he said, yeah, my cousin, you ought to talk to my cousin. He works for NASA down in Texas, and he just sits there all day and plays video games on a screen that's as big as the room. So that's all he does. You ought to talk to him about this. I'm there. Well, I think he already knows, actually. But they're not going to give up their cushy job with a title to tell the truth. And he laughed and he said, yeah, you're right. He says, I also worked for the pharmaceutical companies, and they're never going to give you a cure I said, you're right, they won't. He said, that's a lifelong customer they've got. I said, that's exactly right. And the pharmaceutical companies own the medical schools. So guess what, people? We are responsible for our own health, our own life, the information that we believe. You know, it's not what goes into a man that defiles him, it's what comes out of the man. So what comes out of us is what we believe and take on as part of ourselves. And that's what that is. If you believe something, that means you live by it. The decisions you make are affected by what you believe. So who is your God? Is your God truth? Or is your God whatever the majority believes? Do you go along to get along? Or do you risk rejection and persecution for truth? So let's get some courage, and that only comes through faith. So faith that truth will set you free. So I love you, my Flat Earth family. There's the sun, and I hope you had a wonderful holiday with your family. If they didn't, you know, laugh at you too much, and I hope you have a joyous new year. Hopefully, a lot more of us will be out there hitting the streets. We have these wonderful banners, and you can do it even in the cold weather. Just take this little one along. We're going to get more of them up on the website so you can get them. Okay, guys. Thanks for listening, and talk to you soon. Bye.